Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me today. So you can see today I'm going to be talking about how do we plan an authentic performance assessment task and the little steps to help you and guide you through this process. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. Okay, so let's have a look at this roadmap of how we actually plan an authentic performance assessment task. So very important first step is really trying to identify your learning goals, and they're your statements of conceptual understanding. So we really want to know what we want our students to understand from these learning experiences or this authentic performance assessment task at the very beginning, and that's going to really drive the learning engagements that we plan. Now, these statements of conceptual understanding are not to be shared with students, and so we craft them so that we know what the goals are, the learning goals are, but we are actually going to share questions that we craft from the statements of conceptual understanding. So that brings me up to the step 2 here, crafting conceptual questions. So once you have your statements of conceptual understanding, you're going to craft conceptual questions where the answers to these conceptual questions are these learning goals, these statements of conceptual understanding, and that's actually what we share with our students. So we actually share these questions as inquiry questions or to pique curiosity and to engage our students at the beginning of the authentic performance assessment task. Now, once we craft these questions, we actually have to then design a rubric. So we want to be able to design a rubric to help our students understand how to be successful in this performance assessment task. And they may be based on standards or criteria that you deem suitable and appropriate for this particular task. Now, after we've done that, so far we've crafted statements of conceptual understanding, those learning goals. We've turned those into questions, and then we've designed a rubric defining the success criteria for our students. Then we can use some kind of task design model such as GRASPs, RASPs, or even the design thinking process to actually plan the engaging scenario that will lead to those conceptual understandings that you've identified for this particular assessment task. And then once we have that framework, that task design framework outlined using the GRASPs or RASPs or the design thinking process, we actually then go to plan those learning engagements. They're very specific learning experiences that really scaffold and support our students' thinking. And we may be integrating some visible thinking routines there. We may be integrating some more of those conceptual questions that we shared at the beginning of the unit to really elicit that understanding from our students. And this is also where we adopt an inquiry process so that we encourage our students to explore and to be able to research and investigate and socially construct their own understanding based on their prior knowledge. And then, of course, we want to give our students agency, so we create a menu or some kind of choice board so that students then do have a choice and voice either over their product that they produce or over the role that they take or even over learning goals as well. So if you would like to learn more about assessments and authentic performance assessment tasks, I actually have a new course launching next month in July, and it's called Agency and Agility in Assessment. And this is one small aspect of that course where we will unpack these different elements and help you to be able to design an authentic performance assessment task. So if you're interested in that course, I'll put a link in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you found something useful from this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!